My shop is very unique, we do things differently here. For us, it's all about making them as stylish and beautiful as they can be. When Counting Cars ended, fans thought Danny Koker was finished. He'd lost 35 pounds from stress, faced a $2.7 million lawsuit, and his marriage was falling apart. But in 2024, the Count shocked everyone. While his old show was making $15 million a year, his new venture doubled in just months. But the real surprise had nothing to do with cars. Today, we're getting into the untold story of how Danny Koker rebuilt his empire and why some fans say he's unrecognizable. Danny Koker was born on January 5, 1964, in Cleveland, Ohio. His family was all about cars. His father, Danny Koker Sr., worked for Ford as an executive, so cars and motorcycles were a big part of Danny's life from the very start. Everyone in his family, uncles, cousins, and family friends, was connected to the car industry too. But there was something else that made his family special. His dad wasn't just into cars, he was also a talented Ian who sang and played the keyboard for a famous Southern gospel group, the Cathedral Quartet. This mix of cars and shaped Danny in ways no one could have guessed. By the time he was just 11 years old, he was performing on stage at Carnegie Hall, showing off his all-talent. When Danny was 8 years old, his dad gave him a motorcycle. It wasn't just a gift, it was the start of something big. Instead of just riding it, Danny took it apart piece by piece, then put it back together again. That's when he discovered how much he loved figuring out how things worked. From then on, he spent his time working on bikes and cars, taking them apart, fixing them, and making them better. From then on, he spent his time working on bikes and cars, taking them apart, fixing them, and making them better. By the time he was a teenager, he was already helping his dad with car projects, learning everything by doing it himself. His dad brought home manuals and car parts from Ford, and Danny soaked it all up. He didn't have fancy training, just curiosity and a lot of practice. When he was 16, he was already making engines faster and cars cooler. One of his biggest early projects was his first car, a 1979 Camaro Z28. Most kids would have kept it the way it was, but not Danny. He turned it into a street-legal race car. It was a huge challenge, but he figured it out. By 18, he proved to everyone that he could handle tough projects even without formal training. This was just the beginning of his incredible journey. In 1990, Danny tried something completely different. Danny had a unique style. He didn't just fix bikes and cars. He turned them into something amazing. One of his first big projects was a 1932 Ford Roadster. When people saw it, they knew Count's Customs was special. Word spread fast, and the shop started getting more customers. By 2002, Danny moved to a bigger space to handle all the work. He expanded from motorcycles to classic cars and even started making custom parts. In 2004, everything changed when Danny got a call from Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy wanted a custom motorcycle, and Danny delivered. The bike was incredible, with glowing paint and bath-themed details. It got national attention and made Count's Customs famous. Over time, the shop grew even more. By 2010, it wasn't just a shop anymore. Danny turned it into a brand. He opened a tattoo parlor, or rock bar called Count's Vent, and even started selling merchandise. Count's Customs became a 30,000 square feet workshop with over 50 employees, proving that Danny's passion had turned into something bigger than he ever imagined. Danny Koker's journey to fame started unexpectedly. On July 19, 2009, he appeared on Pawn Stars for the first time to appraise a 1968 Mustang GT Fastback. At the time, he owned Count's Customs, a car and motorcycle shop in Las Vegas, and was already well known locally. Rick Harrison, the owner of the pawn shop, needed someone who really understood classic cars. Danny's charm and knowledge stood out right away, and viewers loved him. Over 3 years, he appeared in 23 episodes of Pawn Stars and became a fan favorite. People started calling him the Count because he used to host a horror movie show on local TV, but things almost ended badly. After his second appearance, he and Rick argued over the value of a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. It got so heated that Danny walked off the set, and producers had to step in to calm things down. Rick later called Danny personally and promised he could have more control over his parts on the show. This helped fix their issues, and their banter on screen became something viewers loved. The idea for Counting Cars came in June 2011. Brent Montgomery, a producer from Left Field Pictures, was visiting Count's Customs to film for Pawn Stars. He saw Danny negotiating to buy a rare 1970 Plymouth Superbird. Danny offered $75,000 right on the spot, showing how passionate he was about cars. Montgomery thought this would make a great TV show. On August 13, 2012, Counting Cars premiered on the History Channel. The show followed Danny and his team as they bought, restored, and sold classic cars and motorcycles. What made the show special was how it showed every part of the process, from Danny spotting a car to the final reveal after it was restored. The first episode brought things full circle by featuring the restoration of a 1968 Mustang Fastback, the same type of car he appraised on Pawn Stars. It drew 3.1 million viewers, which was much higher than the History Channel's usual ratings. The success led to an order for more episodes, and filming started just 2 weeks later. The show quickly became one of the most popular on the History Channel. By the end of the first season, it averaged 2.9 million viewers per episode. In some cases, it even outperformed Pawn Stars, which was the parent show. By 2014, Counting Cars was being shown in 150 countries and translated into 38 languages. In Germany, it became the most-watched American reality show, with 1.5 million viewers per episode. The show's success had some unexpected side effects. In 2015, Las Vegas police reported a 37% increase in classic car thefts. They believed criminals were inspired by the show to target the specific cars featured. Danny even had to warn car owners to take extra care. Danny Koker's journey to success is a mix of hard work, creativity, and passion. His story continues to inspire car enthusiasts around the world.